So what do I do? Just read the question?
And just answer to the best of your ability.
Has access to media information, television, newspaper, magazines, movies, music also increased your exposure to advertising messages? If yes, why and how? So yeah, access to media information via television was a game changer. Newspaper was kind of lifeless. It was more about deals and savings and things of that nature. Magazines were more related to whatever magazine you purchased. So if you Sports Illustrated was more Nike, Reebok, Puma, things of those natures. And then music became very popular. You had the Source, Double XL, magazines like that, and of course, it would expose you to more of the music nature, whose album was coming out when, things of those natures. So yeah, over time, exposure really increased now that we all have cell phones and the pop ups. And now it's almost like your cell phone is listening to you because you talk about something and it'll pop up in an ad on your phone. Can you think of advertisements that stay in your memory as a result of message exposure? What are the ads? How are you exposed to the advertising message? Um, when I was a lot younger, there was this ad and it had a little boy and it was in cartoon and he would say Burr Aqua Sleep Man. And Aqua Sleep Man was supposed to be the superhero for water beds and heated water beds. And you could get a queen size water bed for like $178. So yeah, that still sticks out. One of the earlier TV commercials that I remember. Oh, what is your earliest memory of seeing an ad on television? That would be it. That would be probably the 80s. Did your family subscribe to a daily newspaper? Did you or your family ever depend on newspaper to supply advertising, product information? No, we never really subscribed to a daily newspaper. However, getting the Sunday paper was a really big deal from all the coupons and all the deals. And of course, back in that day, it was about Black Friday. So everybody went and got a newspaper around Thanksgiving to see what deals were out there at what stores. So everybody knew where they were going for Black Friday. Do you remember a time when your family received catalogs in the mail? Yeah, that would be the Sears Roebuck. And we looked at that catalog and just circled all the stuff that we wanted. But yeah, none of that stuff was happening. From BB guns to wagons, bikes, things of that nature. No, I don't. Well, yeah, so it asks, are catalogs, direct mail items, something you still use? Granger and a couple industrial organizations still send out catalogs. Has technology changed how you learn about consumer trends and new products? Well, I think everybody's changed by technology, especially advertising, because Amazon pops up every 5 minutes with the next best thing or something you research. So uh, things are a lot more accessible to get nowadays because your credit card's pretty much attached to everything, especially Amazon. So a couple of buttons and you already have it. Does your job invoke advertising? Yeah. Are you on social media? If so, can you describe what kind of ads you see pop up? Anything that you've purchased in the past, you'll see a recurring. Anything that you've really looked up on any social media, even the internet, Amazon and those guys have a way of tracking what you've done. And they just keep showing you over and over and over what you looked at. And then they'll even remind you when that product goes on sale, kind of prompt you to end up buying it. So yeah, I'm kind of old, so I can remember newspapers and TV commercials, things of that nature.
And you mentioned your job doesn't have any advertising. So how are they able to get clients?
Word of mouth. So I'm in an industry where we make breakfast products, croissants, biscuits, muffins, things of that nature. So we have long-standing relationships with people who purchase our products, your gas stations, QSRs, things of that nature. That's how we do business.
Do you listen to the radio at all?
No, XM radio rules.
And they don't have advertisements on there.
Not on the package I got.
Try new restaurants. How do you? That's local.
Instagram, Facebook make strong recommendations, and then just what's opening new in the area always intrigues.
How many comments?
Jaden deserves an A.
Oh my goodness. Thank you.
All right.